There's a new sports movie hitting theaters this holiday season. The Boys in the Boat is a sports drama based on the New York Times best-selling nonfiction book written by Daniel James Brown. The film, directed by George Clooney, is about the 1936 University of Washington rowing team that competed for gold at the Summer Olympics in Berlin. The inspirational true story follows a group of underdogs at the height of the Great Depression as they take on elite competition from around the world. All things considered, The Boys in the Boat does a thoughtful job of depicting one of sport's most unlikely stories.
I like what this says about us. Yeah. We remind ourselves when you see this that we're really good when we work together and that we actually kind of root for one another even, and all those sound, that loud noise we hear, it's kind of on the fringes more so.
The story primarily follows Joe Rance, played by Callum Turner, as he joins the rowing team. The film does a superb job of highlighting why the poverty-stricken Rance was motivated to join. It was a decision made with survival in mind. Turner gives an exceptionally sensitive performance. Rance's relationship with Joyce Simders, portrayed by Hadley Robinson, is one that audiences will surely find touching, if not necessarily perfect. The majority of the film focuses on the team's development under coach Al Olbrichson, played by Joel Edgerton. Edgerton's showing provides a unique lens to the events of the film. Coach Olbrichson realizes the class dynamics in play not only on his own team, but throughout the collegiate circuit. Additionally, he's tasked with training the team, an assignment partially taken on by world-class performance coach Terry O'Neill during the actual production of the film. O'Neill was initially skeptical when asked to help, but was ultimately happy with the end result.
Ideally, what you need is a rowing teacher. I said when I was involved, I was a high performance coach, which is two completely different skill sets. And they said, okay, we'll go with you. And I had another guy, Nick Harding, who had a lot of experience of actually teaching people from scratch to row. So I worked out the broad strategy, the training regime, and how we would go about from scratch to getting these guys up to looking like an Olympic crew, plus the stand-ins, and we worked together. We worked together, and we worked really well.
The work put in by the actors shows up in the form of some truly intense rowing scenes. It is often hard to create the sort of realism that makes a good sports movie pop, but The Boys in the Boat excels in this department thanks to the work put in by O'Neill and the rest of the crew. There's much more that can be said about the film, some of which will ultimately be a matter of audience interpretation. From interesting supporting cast members to some moments where it felt as though there was a missed opportunity to address the time's tumultuous social climate, The Boys in the Boat will at the very least generate some intriguing discussions. Audiences can see Clooney's sports drama starting on Christmas Day. With WFUV Sports, I'm Colin Loughran.